welcome to the TTO podcast. I'm Guz here with my co-host Pluto. Today we're going to go over the recap for the division round games and of course the pick'ems for the conference championship.
Let's get it though.
It's getting close, man. Like a couple more weeks and we're done.
I know, bro. I feel like it's been a journey. I mean, you look back, we were just at week 2 when you joined me. You came and gave me the life raft.
Yeah. Throw him the rope. Yeah, well.
I'm drowning.
I got you, fam. And it's been a pleasure to be on this cast for these amount of weeks that we've been doing it. A lot of football, a lot of good football, a lot of crazy games that we've got to recap and talk about. So it's been an ultimate pleasure hosting this cast with you, man. And without further ado, let's get right into it, bro. Tell me about these games.
Dude, last week was kind of cool, dude. I mean, cool in the sense, the games, a lot of people, I don't think would have predicted the Jaguars would have been in that game, right? The Jaguars versus the Chiefs for the first game of the weekend, dude, on Saturday, the 4:30 game.
Yeah, and what a close game it was too, right? I mean, the Chiefs, dude. Chiefs end up closing it out 27-20, but at the same time, a notable injury from your boy Pat, which I think may plague him in the next coming game. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but they were able to close it out, but
and they even had homeboy come in and throw a touchdown too.
Yeah,
backup.
Chad
Henne. I was gonna say Huntley, but that's the dude that was on the Ravens who got dusted, right?
Yeah.
But Chad Henne's been there before though, dude. He's came in for some clutch games when they needed him, and times, and he's proven he's the guy that you pay $4 million to sit on the bench.
Yeah, he went 5 for 7, 23 yards and a touchdown for being in there for one drive. That's tippable,
That's hella tippable, dude.
And meanwhile, you have Patrick Mahomes with the game. He was 22 for 30, pretty nice QB rating. He had 195 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions with a bum ankle. So I mean, he still did his part. Probably not as much as we normally would see out of him, but ultimately he got enough to get it done. So.
Yeah, that Pacheco kid too, dude, on their team, definitely a threat. 12 carries, 95 yards, runs hard, dude. We've been saying this since I was down there watching the game in person with you.
Yeah, he was definitely he's a hard runner. I'll be interesting to see how he stacks up this week going against that Bengals defense. But
Kelsey's missed their impact, dude, too. Come on.
Yeah,
14 catches, bro. 98 yards, 2 touchdowns, bro. If you're drafting him in any weekend draft, for the 4 games or the 2 games now, you got to have him. If you have a chance to draft him, I would almost say he's a better pick than some of the quarterbacks, really.
I mean, he's guaranteed going to get at least 10 receptions. So if you ever want to bet on him on getting actual receiving, receptions, if it's over anything like 5 or 6, you take that all day because he's most likely going to get those. But
we all got the dub though for choosing the Chiefs.
Yeah, we all
wanted the Jags to put up a fight. They did, dude, 20-27. But
yeah, and ultimately, shout out to Trevor Lawrence. He did way better this season than I thought he would do. He had 217, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He had 2 sacks for 12 yards. Meanwhile,
Jaguars just don't look too hot in the first half of the game, dude. They just don't really look too well. They didn't do bad. They had 10 points compared to the 17, but I mean, ultimately that's why they lost, right? By those 7 points.
Yeah, and to be honest, Travis Etienne had a decent game. He was one of the ones that got one of the touchdowns. But at the same time, they're going to need... I'm curious to see them next season between Lawrence, Etienne, Zay Jones, Kristen Kirk.
Defense, bro.
Yeah, their defense needs to kind of get a little better. But they do have some offensive capabilities to try to be a pretty, decent team. I mean, they finished 9-8, right? 4-5 away. I mean, that's not terrible considering the Jags used to be the worst team in the NFL. So...
Yeah, just recently, not even too long ago either.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely on a good path. So having Sunshine in the backfield for them, I think is a good thing. And I saw a really cool thing too with him was when he was going off the field, he turned around and literally
shook every single player on their team. Yeah, I seen that.
And that's some mad respect, dude. You have to respect somebody doing something like that. So. Sunshine's got my vote for next season, and hopefully they'll come out and get back in the playoffs again. So we'll see.
Sportsmanship level 100, dude. For fucking Mr. Lawrence, dude. All good to see, especially being the future quarterback for a long time to come, probably down there in Jacksonville.
Yeah, if he can stay healthy, man, he definitely going to be one to be a force to be reckoned with. So
for sure, we all took the dub there. But moving to that second Saturday game,
yeah,
I thought this one. I think we all thought it would be closer, dude.
Yeah,
Giants at the Eagles.
I think you know what I think happened here, bro. I think they got out coached right here, man. For them to only throw up 7 points, that means they had a great game plan for Daniel Jones, and they shut him down, bro. I mean, from the week previously to this one, you're like, what? That's two different people, bro. Like, what? Like,
you wouldn't even think they were the same team, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Saquon had 9 carries for 61 yards. That was like literally the only thing they could get going, even though Matt Breida scored the touchdown.
To be fair, the Giants lost 4 times to the Eagles this year.
Yeah, I mean they did
preseason, both the regular season games and in the postseason. It's pretty tough.
Yeah, I mean they absolutely dominated. I mean there was touchdowns all across the board. Obviously Jalen Hurts getting 2. Rushing wise, Miles Sanders didn't get anything, but Boston Scott got something. Jalen Hurts got a rushing touchdown, and Kenneth Gainwell, I don't know who that is, but he had a hell of a game. 12 carries. 12 carries for 112 yards and a touchdown, bro. Like,
yeah, bro, crazy. I seen some like crazy stat on Bart Scott. He had he's played like the Giants like 4 times or something, and he scored like 8 touchdowns in those 4 games. No. And he's played like 60 other games and only has 6 touchdowns total.
So he's got New York's number for sure.
Literally.
He's short too, isn't he? Like 5'4". He's a small running back, I think.
Yeah, he's a little dude. He reminds me of with the Damian Harris, like
he's
not Damian Harris.
5'6". Oh, he went to La Tech. He's from here. He's from Louisiana. That's cool.
Would you look at that?
Yeah, and he was drafted. He was drafted by New Orleans. Huh? Go figure. Of course, get rid of him. Makes sense.
I know, right? Makes sense.
But yeah, I mean, this game really not too much to talk about. This is an absolute domination game. Philly having 28-0 at half.
You guys, we're going to talk about this, though. I'm going to say that you and Oscar both, who joined our cast last week, both said this was going to be the upset of the game. The Giants were winning.
Yeah,
I was talking all the shit against the Eagles all year, but there's no way, dude. There's no way. The Giants they have Saquon and Daniel Jones both have to run the ball.
Yeah, and I thought, honestly, like, coming off of that win the previous week, man, I was like, man, they if they have that same momentum, you know what I'm saying, they would have a chance. I mean, they beat the Vikings, right? The Vikings are a good team.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, at the same time, they just had nothing for the Eagles, man. So, you know, shout out to Jalen Hurts still doing his thing. I'm really mind-blown how he is progressing as a quarterback. I mean, or a running back, however you want to say it.
No shit.
But he's getting it done, so.
He's nice. He definitely embodies that mobile quarterback, dude. The thing about, we'll get into that next week, but the Eagles, dude, they have, the defense is like surprisingly really good, like low key, and then their offense, the only thing is that the offense just looks very like one-sided and one-dimensional. But if they can just keep showcasing, they have game plans for teams ready to go. It doesn't matter, play your game. Score,
yeah, they got some good coaching going on. They're prepping well. I'm very interested to see how the defense is going to be prepping against this offense coming up next week, because it ain't nothing like the Giants. I mean, they got some threats, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens. But yeah, Eagles close it out 38-7. Giants finish the season 9-7-1, 4-4 away. So
moving into Sunday, dude. Dude, I don't even know, right? This first 3 o'clock game, Bengals at the Bills, dude. I'm going to be honest, bro. The Ravens put up a better fight with a backup quarterback against the Bengals than the Bills.
Yeah, it's crazy. The Bills just like fell apart. They were a great team like all year. At one point, they were the best team in the league. We probably said at some point. And then all of a sudden, man, they just, I don't know, bro. I mean, I'll give this, you know, Joey B, when he gets in playoff mode, this dude is a different animal. I mean, he had a great
I think
day.
Joey B just literally solidified himself. He's definitely top 3 quarterback in the league. If not, everyone, you can have a case for top 2 and be okay with it.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely top 3 is a definite answer for that, because like, I mean, 242, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. I mean, we're playing in snow. We're playing.
Not to mention, he was balling the first game that got canceled on him too. He was like 6 for 6 to start that game.
And having to go back into Buffalo, which I thought was messed up. That shit should have been played on a neutral field, in my opinion. But at the same time, You know,
Joey
he still
shows
did
he's
his
got
thing.
ice in the veins. He's 6-3 away, bro. He's solid against the 7-1 Bills at home, mind you, as well.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, no,
Joey is cold, bro. Send them
he's
refunds,
nasty.
cuz. What did he say? Send them refunds.
Yeah, send them refunds. Tax season, baby. But Joe Mixon had a great game. 20 carries, 105 yards, and a touchdown.
Finally
This
hit
was,
100.
yeah, I'm about to say this is something you kind of expected to see all season, and he just didn't. I think he had like one big game this year, and then other than that, other than this game, he hasn't really done much of anything. So shout out to him to finally start turning it up when needed. Of course, Jamar Chase doing his thing, 5 receptions, 61 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, it's gonna
Dude,
be nasty,
he's a
bro.
baller, bro. He's a baller. You see what the Bills fucking management staff said?
Mm-mm.
We don't want to have to tank to get a Jamar Chase. Yeah, you'll just trade for Stephon Diggs instead. Okay. Like that makes any difference, right?
Yeah, well, I saw that Stephon Diggs like didn't even like stay. Like he went in, got his shit, and left before the coach even got. Yeah,
I heard too.
Little crappy day for him. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, Josh Allen.
But still though, you're gonna say you have Jamar Chase, but like you're not gonna tank for a Jamar Chase, but you essentially traded Justin Jefferson for him.
Yeah.
You literally did because that's the pick they selected him with.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I mean, I think Justin Jefferson is a little bit better than Jamar, but at the same time, Jamar is not far off.
But still, we're talking about Diggs and Jamar.
Oh yeah.
Pretty
Diggs
close. Pretty close.
Mean, yeah, I would say so. I'd probably actually give the edge to Diggs a little bit in regards to fantasy and staying healthy. Jamar was out a little while with injury, but Diggs overall full season, I thought he was a great asset if you had him on fantasy. I mean,
he's a beast,
definitely
bro.
giving you numbers.
Dude's a monster, bro. Josh Allen's always going to be good too, but the Bills just didn't come to play at home that game.
That is correct, man. But ultimately, bro, shout out to the Bengals, the team I have winning the Super Bowl. This team is just fire right now, and if they can keep it up, man, they're going to be back. This will be the second year in a row for Joe, and you know, I think he'll have some redemption if he can get back there. So we'll see, man. But shout out to the Bengals, 27-10, beating the Bills.
For sure. Moving to that last game here, 6:30 game, the capper of the divisional round. The Cowboys at the 49ers.
We've been calling this all year, haven't we?
Bro, yeah. Cowboys, 49ers. I don't know. Purdy, dude, I'm starting to like the dude. Kid's nice.
He doesn't do a lot, but he doesn't enough. You know what I mean?
He does what he needs to, bro.
Yeah, no flashy numbers. You know what I'm saying? But the dude does what needs to get done.
He's the type of guy that doesn't need the pat on the back if he wins. He's just cool with winning, low key.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like he's bothered by pressure either. Like he's very calm under pressure. Like he's good in the pocket. Yeah, he's good in the pocket, man. He's got great vision. He's got a brain. I mean, like this dude's. I don't know if he's next up, you know, but he's definitely like.
I mean, Trey Lance shouldn't be in the question. I wouldn't start Trey Lance. I wouldn't start Jimmy Garoppolo after what he's given you ever since he's went out. You got to give him the chance, man.
You leave Brock in. I mean, let's just compare Brock Purdy to Dak Prescott in this game. He's got more yards, you know. He's got more yards. He didn't have any touchdowns, but he also didn't have any interceptions. And with Dak only having 1 touchdown, those 2 interceptions were huge for the game.
Bro, huge, bro. They only lost by 7 points. If they didn't throw both of those interceptions, one of those could convert. Yeah,
and it didn't help. You know, Tony Pollard got hurt in the game. Zeke really didn't produce like he should have. And other than, you know, CeeDee Lamb doing his normal thing, carrying the team on his back, 10 receptions, 117 yards, still wasn't enough for them to win. When you look on the other side, the San Francisco 49ers just, this is what I was saying, they're just overall a dynamic team. They have people everywhere, so
they can get it done whenever, bro. Doesn't matter. As long as they get they'll find a way to win. That's the good thing about this team. I mean, they're real solid. Purdy comes in.
And their defense is pretty solid too. So like, it would be interesting. So. It would be interesting to see. I'm really looking forward to this game against the Eagles because they're both teams that stack up very well together on offense and defense. I mean, I would say probably the Eagles probably have a better defense, but I think San Fran's got a better offense. But it's debatable because when Jalen Hurts is running, it's hard to stop.
Yeah, kid's a beast, bro. I mean, needless to say, dude, 19-12, 49ers get it done, close it out. Just to recap a little bit before we let you take the reins here, because I went 4 for 4 the perfect week. You went 3 for 4. Oscar went 3 for 4. So we're predicting the games. I mean, you had the throw up in the sky. I mean, imagine if the Giants actually wanted to play football.
Yeah, I mean, you would have thought, compared to last week. I mean, if it was the same team that played last week against the Vikings, it would have been a way better game. But they just decided to not show up. So that's what happened there.
I agree. But dude, I mean, solid divisional round. I mean, conference championship coming up, dude.
Dude, these are going to be good games. I mean, if you're not watching football, like when this rolls around, January 29th, this
Three
Sunday,
more games left of football, bro. You
better soak it up. Well, unless you want to watch the Pro Bowl, but I ain't really watching
flag football.
Yeah, see some, stupid.
That's a week we take off, bro. Unless you want to podcast the fucking.
No, I'm not. We don't need to do that. But either way, I mean, the Super Bowl. We can talk about the Super Bowl, the conference champs, but yeah, Pro Bowl's. That's for the birds. But moving on to the conference championship, we got the 2:00 slate. We got the 49ers. Well, 2:00 my time, 3:00 your time, you we got the Eagles and the 49ers. This game is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see this. I don't know who you have. I think I have an idea who you're picking, but I'm going to go with the 49ers right here just to the sole fact of just that offensive power, the weapons that they have. Brock Purdy just doing his thing, man. And it'll probably be a close game, but I'm going to have the 49ers here.
Close, dude. Close, bro. This game is going to be close, dude. Both of these games are going to be goddamn close if you ask me, but I'm telling you right now, dude, they got Philly -2.5. I don't know if you're betting either of these games, dude. You got balls. Or you like one of these teams a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm probably taking the Niners on the bet. I mean, I think they at least, I think 2.5.
You think so? I don't know. I got Philly. I would bet Philly at 3. I'd bet Philly at 2.5.
All right, you bet Philly at 2.5. I'll bet the 49ers at 2.5. We'll talk about it.
I would do. We could. See, this is the game. I got the Eagles, dude.
It's respectable.
Purdy. I mean, if he gets it done, bro, holy shit, bro. Let him win, almost. But I don't think anyone in the NFC. I don't care. Either one of these teams go to the Super Bowl, they're not winning, in my opinion. I think the Bengals or the Chiefs, whoever you choose. I mean, I got the Chiefs winning the bowl, but regardless, whoever you got on the AFC, I think wins.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes, man. We'll see if Mr. Purdy can keep it going like he has been in the playoffs so far. So
Purdy, man. What do you give him, over or under 2 point? Do you give him more than? Do you think he throws? Okay, he had no touchdowns last week. Do you think he gets 2 this week? He's gonna need to.
He's probably gonna need to. I don't know if he gets 2 tutties though. He might though. He might. I mean, it only takes one breakaway from Debo, or like Ayuk,
quick
or
little,
like a Kittle, or just something.
Quick pass to fucking CMC.
CMC, or I mean, just so many options this dude has. I mean, it's just I can only imagine they're a defense nightmare when it comes to just like planning for it, because who are you gonna pick, right?
Cornerbacks, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And a good linebacker that can cover, CMC. We got lightning bolts for wheels, dude. Dude's hustling out there.
Yeah, I mean, and Debo's fast as hell too. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna take the 49ers here. You're gonna take the Eagles. It'll be a good game. We might. It's at 2:00. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll have to check that one out. And then we're going into the the AFC Championship game at 5:30 or 6:30 your time. We have the Bengals and the Chiefs, and this one right here is another one that we disagree on. But another close game, I think. I'm picking the Bengals because, Pat with that foot, I'm curious to see. That ain't healing in 1 week. I'm sorry. If you watched him last weekend, bro, he was limping on that thing, dude. Like, he was hurting.
Oh yeah, he's hurting, bro. Trust me, he's hurt.
Yeah, he's a winner though. I'm not no doubt.
You gotta understand though that the Chiefs have like barely any defense, but when their defense is strong, it's that D line. And if there's any person who goes down more in the NFL, bro, it's Joe Burrow. So he better hope he doesn't get the last week Pat Mahomes treatment, bro. Yeah, and get sacked 6-7 times.
Yeah, I mean, that could be a game changer if they sack Joe and he gets down hurt, or
not even that he gets hurt. I'm just thinking he gets sacked a good amount, like an onslaught of times, bro. Because the best thing about the Chiefs' defense is their defensive line, and then the worst thing about the Bengals' offense is their offensive line.
Right. So it'll be.
It's gonna be an
interesting battle for sure.
I think this might be the game of the year, bro. Fuck game of the week, game of the year, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely got potential. Two great teams. Look, Patty probably wants some, revenge from last year.
Oh yeah,
so
dude.
we'll see. We'll see what happens there because Joey's got his number right now. So I'm interested to see.
I don't think that Joe's lost to the Chiefs yet.
Yeah, no, he has.
I don't think he has, bro. I think he's like 3-0, right? With like
dude, they got KC at 1.5, bro.
One.
Minus 1.5 or one.
Oh,
yeah, one. Sorry, no, it's one. Yeah, I'm taking the Bengals all day on that.
One's like nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you kick a field goal and you win. That's why you take that, in my opinion.
Well, that's why 2.5's like nothing either, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be though. Really, you could win by 1 point. We've seen it a bunch of times this year.
That is fair. But yeah, so I'm taking the Bengals. You're taking the Chiefs, bro. We got a lot of good football coming up. I say a lot of good football. We have 2 games left coming up in the conference championship here. I think all these teams are deserving to be here. I think these are the right teams that need to be here. So with that being said, dude, these are going to be some great games, man. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Dude, for sure. I definitely am too. Dude, I can't wait, bro. I wish there was a Saturday and a Sunday game, to be honest. You had one for each day, but it is what it is. I'll take it. 2 games back-to-back Sunday.
Make sure y'all soak it in, guys, because this is 3 games left, like you said. So, like, these are the last 3 games, and then no more football, man. Then we got to watch baseball. And,
Bro. I'll be casting, bro. I'll be casting some baseball. My Red Sox ain't doing well, but...
And I'll be watching my paint dry, and I'll enjoy that just as much. So, hell yeah.
But I think we got a good week, dude, ahead of us, dude. No week after this. We'll have a week in between because there is the Pro Bowl. Taking that off. That's for the birds. You guys can watch the flag football game if you are into that stuff. I mean, it's probably some cool stats. Obviously, you'll see some people that are recommended. But just to go over some things too, who do you think wins the MVP or Offensive Player of the Year?
I mean, I think I guess it depends on. Well,
no, I don't think it does.
Yeah, you're right. It's Offensive Player of the Year.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the finalists? It's like Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Pat Mahomes, and Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, bro. Honestly,
you think he actually wins? I don't think he beats.
I don't think he wins just because they're not like.
I think Timothy gets it.
But dude, tell me he has been. I think he might have had one bad game all year, like fantasy wise. And I mean, I know you don't judge it off of that, but the dude can ball out, bro. But I mean, I don't know, bro. Jalen Hurts has a really good. I mean, dude, he's rushed so many touchdowns, bro. Like.
Okay, and Josh Allen's in there too, so there's 5.
I don't think Josh Allen wins it.
No. I'm saying Burrow or. Okay, if you had to choose one though, there's Allen, Burrow, Hurts, Jefferson, Mahomes. It's nice to see a wide receiver in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Burrow. I'm gonna take Burrow on that.
Go Burrow there.
Yeah.
Okay, Defensive Player of the Year here. They have Bosa, Nick Bosa from the Niners, Chris Jones, or Micah Parsons.
I'd probably take Bosa, man. Honestly, I haven't really watched like defense as much as I watch offense to see like actual plays, but I do know Nick Bosa is a threat on the field at all times.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, I would take Bosa.
Right. So that was an MVP race is Offensive Player of the Year that was the MVP race, the one that I gave you at first. Allen, Burrow, Hurts, Mahomes, or Jefferson.
I'll still take Burrow there. Yeah.
I'd give Burrow there. So Offensive Player of the Year, a little bit different, kind of the same though. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Hurts, Jefferson, or Mahomes.
I really want to say Jefferson, man.
Me too. I think he wins. I think he does win the Offensive Player of the Year as well.
Yeah, if he doesn't, Jalen Hurts does, and the only reason why Jalen Hurts does is because
he doesn't win the MVP, right?
That, and he also runs in touchdown. He throws and runs in touchdown, so he's offense.
I could see that happen. So I think honestly, I wish honestly Burrow was on this Offensive Player of the Year, but I know he doesn't do that much. I do think that's why Burrow ends up winning the MVP, just because he's most valuable too, like as a quarterback, so to speak. But as an overall offensive player, I think you probably have to give it to Hurts, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what I would think, but I would love to see Jefferson and Burrow both win. 2 LSU boys.
That'd be nice. That'd be sick, dude.
That'd be awesome. I love that.
Offensive Rookie of the Year. They have 3 here: Brock Purdy, Kenneth Walker, the running back for the Hawks, or Garrett Wilson, wide receiver for the Jets.
Yeah, you give that to Purdy all day, right? I mean, considering how far he's
Walker had a
came.
great, but Walker had a great campaign though. I think that's the only. If you're trying to include the playoffs, I guess you give it to Purdy. But I mean, if you're looking for overall campaign,
That's the thing. Do they do that? Like, do they?
I don't know.
Do they since they're playing more games and you can judge them more? Like, I don't know. I Walker did have a good season, man, but like Purdy's winning the games that matter. So like, I don't know what you like judge it by. Like, do you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you're looking at just overall stats, then you definitely probably wouldn't give it to Burrow for MVP too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I get what you're saying.
You kind of base it on winning, and being a contributing factor, impact player. Yes. So I don't know, man. If I'm basing it off of that,
probably Purdy. Yeah, I'd go with you there.
Yeah.
I'm there with you. Defensive rookie of the year, Sauce Gardner, Jets cornerback. Aiden Hutchinson, Lions defensive end.
Yeah, that dude is a beast.
Yeah, he is. Or Tyreek Woolen, cornerback for Seattle.
Yeah, I'm taking Aiden Hutchinson all day, bro. That kid is nasty, bro.
Maybe because we watch a lot of Lions games and we support the Lions, but
I did, and it didn't help with Hard Knocks either, getting to know him. But dude, he really is a beast. Like,
he is a beast. No, he is. He's the truth. I mean, Sauce Gardner is also the truth, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that could go either way. I think Sauce Gardner will probably end up winning it just because, I mean, his name is just a little bit more out there, I feel like.
Yeah.
But that Aiden Hutchinson kid, he's going to be a beast. Now we got a comeback player of the year. Saquon, CMC, or Geno Smith. Dude, all respectable, bro.
Dude, I was big on Geno all year, bro. Like, I
He was so good, dude.
He was really good, man. But also, like, CMC, once he got the trade to San Fran, he's kind of been rolling too.
But look at Saquon too, bro.
And Saquon, I wouldn't even say comeback. I mean, I guess.
Same thing with like Christian McCaffrey, though. I think that's why Geno wins it. I think Geno has just been so far off, dude. He came back and balled.
Yeah, I mean, when he was playing for the Jets, I mean, God.
Well,
yeah, bro. Yeah, give me
Jets.
Yeah, give me Geno right there, please.
Geno it is. Coach of the year. Brian DeBall, Giants. Sean McDermott, Bills. Doug Peterson, Jags. Kyle Shanahan, Niners. Nick Sirianni, the Eagles.
I would either take the 49 coach or the Eagles coach. I would say maybe. Yeah,
I want to say Doug Peterson, bro. The Jags, honestly, low key, from the difference from what they made like the year before.
Yeah, you're actually right because. Yeah, I agree with you. Doug Peterson has turned that program around, right? So yeah, I agree with you. I think that's a good pick, Doug Peterson, for sure.
I mean, I don't know if this really matters, but it's the last one here. Assistant coach of the year.
I have no idea.
Lions. DeMarco Ryans. That's pretty sick, though. The Niners. Or Shane Steichen, Eagles. I'll just give
what name sounds cooler?
DeMarco Ryans is actually in the fucking league. Now he's the defensive coordinator for the Niners. Pretty sure.
Yeah, give me him.
Sure, give me him. Fuck him.
I'll take that guy.
Dude, solid cast overall, my guy.
Yeah, man. Always a pleasure casting and talking football with you, man. So be looking forward to the games this week, man, and then catching back up in 2 weeks from now, talking about who's going to be in the Super Bowl. So I'm looking forward to that, man.
For sure, bro. As always, dude, I'm Pluto. This is Guz. We'll be back one more time, my guy. Come show some love. Tell me who you're going to be. Who do you guys pick? Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl? And if you really want, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? Until next time, later, dude.
Later.